Hello, I'm Sise Kityo, the CEO and founder of UGASOY Uganda Limited. UGASOY is an agribusiness company with a mission to provide affordable and quality protein source for feed industry, specifically poultry production. The biggest cost for poultry production is feed, which constitutes about 70% of overall costs. And in the feed, the biggest cost is protein source, which constitutes about 60%. The main source of protein in Uganda is fish meal. Fish meal has become very expensive because also of dwindling sources from our lakes. The fishermen dry the fish by the shore so it picks sand. If it doesn't dry within the day because of the rainy season, it putrefies. And the fishermen intentionally adulterate the fish meal with the sand for economic gains. So at the end of the day, we are buying very expensive fish meal, but poor quality. The consequences of that is poor growth, disease in the flock, and increased costs of production and low profits. Although the whole world uses soybean as the cheapest and main source of protein, in Uganda and the region, the demand for soya protein hasn't matched the production. The UGASOY solution is to stimulate and promote commercialization of soybean production by at least 5,000 farmers. This includes training them in proper agronomics, linking them to access proper seeds, fertilizers, and also promoting mechanization, which increases acreage but also decreases labor costs. The soybeans produced will be processed through a novel mechanical extrusion mechanism to produce soybean meal as the main product and soybean oil. The soybean oil will be refined, and all households in Uganda use oil every day. Some of the soybean meal will be used to further get feed protein concentrates, which are currently being imported into the country from European countries, very expensive and only accessible to a few farmers. The feed concentrate and the soybean meal have customers in poultry farmers, both big and small, poultry breeders, livestock feed manufacturers, and aquaculture producers. Some of the companies are already importing these soybean products from India and Brazil. And so what this company has done is talk to them, and we already have expressions of interest signed by both parties to supply 1,200 metric tons of soybean meal in a month. However, our initial production with our equipment will be able to produce 4,800 metric tons of soybean meal in a year. The impact of this project touches on at least 5,000 index farmers as employees in the business, agriculture as a business. At least they will have 1 to 2 workers within their farms, and also offshoot businesses from this project may employ another 50 to 70 people. For all these, there will be improved household incomes. Each of these households has about 5 people on average. So this project, these household members will benefit in terms of better nutrition, better income, better nutrition, better health education, better health care. And so this project touches about 40,000 people. The money that we need for this project is about 450,000 euro, and this will be used to buy equipment, buy soybeans from the farmers, and also address administrative and operational costs before we get the revenue. And we are ready to start. We have a team in place, very capable, led by me. I've had training in mechanical extrusion in the US. We have another expert sourced from Kenya who has had 14 years experience in extrusion technology. We have already a group of women, of 1,200 women, who have signed an expression of interest with us to supply soybeans. And we are talking to many other groups of youth and women. The company this is the second season we are growing soya beans as part of seed multiplication. We already have a market, and the main missing thing is the equipment to do the processing. So colleagues, friends, support this woman, support this company, which will touch over 40,000 people. This project is profitable. However, it needs a high cost to start, and that's why it's not received the money it needs up to now, because it's also considered as a greenfield project. Please unlock the potential that is obvious. Thank you.